This is my first visit to Lincolnshire Aviation Heritage Centre 2024. Right, regarding the lifting gear for the port wing, this is the latest. They are still waiting for the inspector to check and pass the lifting gear. This is beginning to hold up the procedure of removing the port wing and refitting the French wing. Several times I've asked Dave when is he going to get the identification light casting paintings. Well, the painter Mike has now completed the task and Dave's refitted them back into the fuselage, but all components are only skin pinned at this stage.
So I've gone all the way to the back and then gone across there and now I'm working my way back down the port side. Still waiting for the stringers though.
They haven't arrived yet?
No.
Okay.
Hopefully soon.
Not good.
But still making progress.
Yeah. Good. Morning, Terry.
Hello, Nev.
What are you up to, mate?
We're on corner brackets for Former 41. The new ones are them.
How many of those you got to make?
2.
Oh, only 2. Oh.
That's the drawing, if you want to have a look at the drawing.
So can you complete the structure at the bottom then, Dave, now? Oh no, of course you haven't got the...
I'm going to put that one in then and that's it.
Yeah, no stringers, have you?
Can't do any more, no, actually. Need the centre ones back really. Possibly set these out and rivet them together.
Yeah.
If as long as we slot back in again, but
yeah.
I'll look into that, see where we are. I've got another bit to make, that will show you. These here.
Got those to make, have you?
Yeah, they're right off the back end. Just sit behind where the turret goes. Yeah. Literally the last bit.
So how will you go on? This is your sheet of metal you're using?
No, this is the template that's normally made for...
Oh, it's the template.
So again, I've got to jigsaw a bit of wood out, knock them over and shrink them again. So.
Similar to what you did before.
Yeah, because in 2 hours it should be pretty straightforward. The only thing is it's 60 thou, so that could...
A bit thick, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be a bit hard to move, but we'll see when we go with it. So. Yeah, one's alright, but this one's well, it's all over the place, plus some of the holes are bad in it.
Yeah.
But Norm picked it up and then decided to make a new one.
Because there's a lot of holes in it, isn't there, which will have distorted when taking the rivets out of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah.
You've got a challenge there then.
Another little sideline, yeah.
Keith is now making number 3 fuel tank bay cover from a badly damaged cover using some of the serviceable parts and using new parts for the rest of it. He's also fitting the cover for number 2 fuel tank. So this is one of the panels off number 3 fuel tank bay, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've done a good job fitting the framing so far.
Yeah, replaced the 2, the forward and aft.
Oh. Bit misshapen.
I've got my news, mate.
Have you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, they're the ones that changed. That one.
That one.
And that one.
Oh, good.
Straighten the two end ones that were all bent.
Yeah.
And put it all back together. It doesn't exactly fit.
So these, where are these from? The door which just arrived. These crossbars.
This is all the stripping right out of the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all the framework that's inside the door.
Yeah. Is that one be replaced or does it need just...
What's that?
I thought this one was sticking out a bit.
Yeah, it's because that's
I
he's pushing
see, yeah.
over there, you see.
Yeah.
It's because these were all bent. I've only straightened them as much as I can.
Yeah.
So that's why I've got to do the skin.
Yeah.
And then I'll pin the skin on and that'll pull everything into the right, and then I can pull that to where it should be.
Yeah.
But trouble is none of the holes line up.
Oh, don't they?
Yeah.
So how are you going to get around that?
Well, the skin on the outside is not going to have any holes in it anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll just back drill the holes through the frames
I see.
and then rivet through. There's nothing you can do.
No.
So we can't replace these because we haven't got the tool in to make
No.
new ones.
No.
We've got new ones for all these
But
from
it's straight.
Canada. We
Yeah.
can't curve them
No.
because they haven't got the tool in to do it.
Yeah.
You need a special machine.
Yeah. Yeah, otherwise they'd buckle, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Or
well,
crease.
Like it's got 6 wheels on it,
Oh, yeah.
and you have the wheels made for the shape of what you want to bend,
Yeah.
right? So you put it on there, and then the middle ones, 2 wheels, move up and down.
Yeah.
So you feed it in, first of all straight, and then feed it backwards, and then you move the bottom ones down a bit and carry on feeding it,
I see.
and it bends it.
Yeah. Do it several passes, like
Yeah,
lowering
you can't
the
do it all
wheel.
in one go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the wheels are shaped so it sits like a glove round each side.
Yeah.
So you don't get any distortion. All it actually does is stretch it
Yeah.
and keeps it flat.
Nothing is pushed out of shape. It keeps
No,
it in
it's
shape.
kept in shape.
Yeah.
But each different profile you do, you have to have a set of wheels made for. So like,
So it'd be expensive just to do that one door.
they've
wouldn't
got to be machined.
it? Yeah.
You get them made out of, if you're doing steel, you can have steel ones made.
Yeah.
But because this is aluminium, we don't want any marks. You have to have them machined out of big bars of nylon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're what we call no mark.
Yeah. No mark at all.
Yeah, no mark at all. So the wheel for this one would be, one wheel would have a groove in the middle to take this,
Yeah.
but the other wheel would be a mirror image. It would
To
have
fit inside.
2 shoulders and a piece sticking out.
So, yeah.
So when they run together,
Yeah.
they run as a block.
Yeah.
And
So
then
the
you can
shape-
move it up and down, and it just stretches it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, is it moved by hand or does it?
They do a hand crank one,
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
but the best ones are the electric ones because they operate on the foot pedal. It's
Oh.
one man, because if you've got a hand crank one, you've got to have 2 blokes to do it. One to
Yeah.
wipe and one to feed the material.
Yeah. But I suppose the electric one, you need to start producing a lot of stuff at the expense of it.
Well, not really. If you're doing enough stuff,
Yeah.
it's going to pay for it in man hours because you've only got one person's man hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can stand there and it's got a foot pedal
Yeah.
backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
So you just feed it in, click the thing, and it feeds it through.
Yeah.
And you just work it backwards and forwards.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah, but the electric one's like
Yeah.
£4,500
Yeah.
for the machine, and
Oh.
I think the hand crank one's about 1,500 quid. But then you've got the price of each set of wheels to have them machined up for the extrusions.
Yeah.
So you might be talking 500 quid for a set of wheels.
Yeah, so you're on £2,000 before you buy the material, aren't you? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Have you got to build that elongated gap up with
That's where the pump fits.
Ah, yeah.
There's a blister on the door, isn't there? Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
There is a couple of bits of thing in there.
Stringers, yeah.
And there's round the other side. That one fits in there, which is an access panel.
Yeah.
And that's where the fuel pump sits there.
Oh, yeah, just there.
Drops
Yeah.
out, and that fits in there. And then you've got two more of these stringers there, and two little short ones, and there's one that runs between the two.
Yeah.
It's all there. There's the short one there. You see where it runs? So look.
You could have that made out of a flat piece of material then to start with. Could you do that
We've
here?
got them over there.
Oh, you've got them. Oh,
They were all made in Canada.
That's right, yes.
But these, I'm going to recover these.
Yeah, you can do that, can you?
Yeah, recover them, and then if the holes are dodgy, I'll just put a flat strip in there just as a backing strip.
Then drill through the backing strip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll give us the rivet something to bite on.
It'll certainly give you some tasks, Keith.
Yeah, don't they always? See, that's how they fit. Well, that one is the top one up there because it's got the flat on it.
Yeah.
That one fits like that. That one fits between the two, like that, and then two little ones fit there.
Yeah. Oh. Plenty of work on it, and on this door.
Oh yeah, it's not. People think, oh, it's just a flat bit of metal. It ain't.
It isn't, no.
And then you got all the work to try and straighten all these.
You got yeah.
Be nice if you could go to the stores and get a new one off the shelf. But in this game, it don't work like that.
No.
What people forget to take into account is all the time it takes to do all this recovery work. That's where your time and your money's spent.
Yeah. So what you're doing here, just putting pilot holes in this now?
No, I'm drilling them off at 8th where the rivets go, because all the holes, I drilled them out, so all the holes are good.
Yeah.
It's just the edges where you see these. There, the big holes are where the rivets were, and these holes are where there were spot welds.
Spot welds?
Yeah.
Didn't know the spot welded this sort of.
Yeah, they're spot welded. Some were spot welded.
What, they're just electric?
Yeah, it's, we looked into it because we were going to get a spot welder to and do exactly the same, because it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to put 9 million rivets around it.
No.
But the spot welding machine, to do that you need an industrial one, and the cheapest ones of them are like 7,500 quid. Because you can get handheld ones. Yeah. But evidently they spoke to someone who deals with all this stuff all the time, and he says when you're spot welding aluminium it takes a lot more current because it carbonises between the electrodes more than steel does, so you need a lot higher
to get
current to actually
break through the resistance.
Yeah, because you're basically fusing the two together with heat.
Yeah.
So you need a lot higher current to do that. He said a hand one, he said you probably do 2 and then leave it for 15 minutes to cool down. Because of the amount of current that it takes to do it on aluminium. Whereas an industrial one, you just go bzz, bzz, because it's got such a kick behind it.
Yeah. But morning, Bob.
But where these were, you can see it on the other door. You see, it's all spot welded. Look. Yeah, see where it's spot welded?
Yeah.
All the way round. But if you come to some of the older ones, it's riveted.
Oh yeah. They're the earlier production ones, are they?
Yeah, these are the British ones from early production.
Yeah.
You can see they're countersunk rivets on this side, countersunk head. I don't know if you can make that out, can you? Just see the countersink?
Yeah, I can lighten it up when I get out on the computer.
You can see them. Where the countersunk, the rivet goes through from that way and they form the tail on the outside.
Yeah.
And they're all things. But you find the Canadian one, evidently, John looked into it. Some of them are spot welded, and some of them are riveted.
Yeah.
I think it just depends what company actually made the doors. If they had the industrial capability to spot weld, they use spot welds instead of drilling all the holes and riveting it all.
Be quicker.
Yeah, because they're all, once they're done, the doors are put up and the holes are just kind of free-handed, they're not jig drilled.
No.
That's why they're all different.
Free-handed, are they?
Yeah, they're free-handed men. They just kind of work it out where the rivets go, where the holes go, and then just bang them in.
Oh, good. Chris is transferring parts from Just Jane's to the French nose, and then it will be fitted back onto the fuselage.
I've been doing the escape hatch.
I see, yeah. Did you put the wooden surrounding?
Yeah, did I. So I've got the surround.
What surround did you use?
I used the one-off chain.
Oh, right, you just took it. Did it fit it okay, did it?
Yeah.
All the holes were the same?
Well, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Where the wooden insert fastens in here, you've got anchor nuts that you can put your bolt through the wood, and then screw the wood to the side of the aircraft. But at the top where the locating hole is for the chute bolt, the wood was held in by self-tappers.
Oh, right.
So I had to do a bit of, because it's meant to have an anchor nut. It's meant to have an anchor nut on it.
Yeah.
So that you can, so when the wood goes back on, with the hole in it where the chute bolt will go, you put an anchor, you put a bolt through and clamp it properly.
Yeah.
So I put an anchor nut on this one, so I could screw the wood down right.
Yeah. And you got the mechanism working to lock it in, have you?
Yeah, it's all locked in. Yeah, so that's locked in. I've put the studs in. I put these studs in here, these are for the cushions. Yeah, so I put the studs in. So they're for the cushions, clip the cushions in. Yeah, so I got it done. So that's done. So the hatch works. That's good to go.
So the mechanism's inside the two skins, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, so all it is you just grab all that lever, pull it up, and there's two chute bolts inside.
Yeah.
And they go in, they lock into the. So when you pull the handle up, it retracts the bolts.
Yeah.
And then you just lift the door up from the inside, spin it round, throw it through the hole.
Yeah.
Then you panic and then you follow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had this
Yeah, I've had that one as well.
on the side.
So the shroud round the front. So this shroud here.
Yeah. The shroud's got the bearing in, has it? For the top, for the
it. So it's
turret.
it's a two-part assembly.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you'd like to think that both these noses were identical to drawing and they'd be absolutely perfect, wouldn't you? But
Yeah.
when I got that, because the shroud that came with this one, it's got some bits missing off it, which means I can't put the teardrop sort of fairing on top.
Yeah.
Can't fit it. So what I had to do then, I had to fit Jane's fairing and shroud together on here. So thankfully, the holes did line up round one, which is in the corner, but I managed to sort it. So I put the fairing on, the little teardrop one over the top. When I fitted that one, it didn't line up with these. See these holes that I've made here? These holes line up with the original fairing that come with the nose.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit naive to think that both fairings and the holes drilled in the same place. You better swap one from the other, but it wasn't the case. So all I've had to do is I've had to modify a couple of holes.
Yeah.
So I can clamp it, fasten it on, and then what I'll do when it's done and dusted and it gets returned, I'll plug the holes with a capsule in it.
It didn't come with its own.
It did come with its own.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, but its own won't fit. I'll show you in a minute. I'll go over to the rack and I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, it wouldn't fit. I couldn't get it to fit because obviously the holes for the two different fairings are different ways.
Oh, this is there.
So
this is the one from
Jane.
this is the one from Jane, yeah.
Jane's, and that's Jane's as well. So you can imagine all these holes here line up with the holes on here, and obviously it's got an hole this side, either side, and one at the front, which is where it picks up on these. So that one screws together, everything lines up perfect.
Yeah.
So when I put that on the French nose, this one, then put that one, some of these holes that are meant to line up on the skin don't line up. Because this one and the French one are slightly different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They were all hand drilled then, and freehand.
Yeah, I assume so, yeah, they must have been. So I've just modified the French one so this one will fit it. As I've trial fitted it all fits, so it's good to go, I think. So
that's the progress so far then.
Well, that's fitted, that'll fit. The door fits. I've tried the perspex, you know, the bomb aimers perspex. I've put that on. So that fits, that lines up. So that's good. I've done the mating faces on, and surface finish.
You
Just a bit of protection on them.
Yeah. Is it ready for fitting back on
I
there?
think so, yeah, more or less good to go now. The electrics have been in and they've got rid of some of the redundant wiring.
Oh, good.
Because it was everywhere, do you know what I mean? So they've got rid of some of that. I think the aspiration, hopefully, once it comes to putting Jane's nose back on, is to get that wiring, new stuff, and rewire all the stuff back in. It'll be merely cosmetic, but because obviously you don't need power up to a bomb aimer's panel or anything like that, or a bomb camera. So.
Yeah, because Andrew put a picture on how it was when it comes from the factory in the 40s.
Yeah.
It was all nice and
it's
neat.
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah,
but you know what it's like. You had a bit of wiring to it because you want this to work.
Yeah, the trouble is though, when they added the wire, they couldn't get to the loom and that really, could they?
No.
So they had to do the best they could to do it.
Of course they could.
I mean, if the nose was off, that was all right.
Even better.
But taking the nose off just to put a piece of wire in,
exactly.
Time.
I mean, when the cockpit area does get restored, then obviously the nose will come back off, and that'll get rewired
completely done,
to drawing. It'll be spot on. So yeah, I think that's where we're at the minute.
So that's what are you doing now yourself?
I've just fitted the Bros of the pneumatic bottle.
Yeah.
That big bottle there. It's got a couple of clamps on the inside of the aeroplane.
Is that what Jody was doing
That's
the other
what
week?
Jody was doing, yeah. So I managed to get some screws so I could reassemble it all. So I've reassembled it all and got it painted. So I've just fitted it now, so that's good to go. So the pneumatic bottle can go in. So yeah, we're looking alright. Looking alright. So hopefully, I think some point this week we'll upend it, get it up onto some stage, and then offer it up to the aeroplane and probably start looking at getting.
Gerb's cleaning and inspecting the undercarriage.